Hi, it's John.
And Sheridan with We Know Asheville. And we're here today to talk to you a little bit about closing costs.
Closing costs.
Yeah.
Boy, let's talk about closing costs. Planning ahead before buying a home is very important. Typically, people consider what they need to save for a down payment, but you know what? They totally forget and are surprised by this thing called closing costs. And the closing costs, buyer has to pay. So,
Yep.
Tell them about it, Sheridan.
So we want you to be prepared for your home purchase and what we consider closing costs. When it's time to close on your home, it's important to know what closing costs are and how much you need to save and budget for.
So, what are closing costs? Let's talk about that for a minute. Closing costs are the fees and expenses you must pay before becoming a homeowner. And regardless if it's a home or a condo or townhome, closing costs, and they can vary depending on the purchase price of the home and especially how it's being financed.
Cash is definitely a lot different than if you're getting financing on a home purchase. So to put this another way, closing costs are a collection of fees and payments involved in your transaction that you are required or you will be negotiating the payment of. There are an array of fees that typically include these.
Oh, you want me to tell them about
Yeah,
it? Okay. Here's some of the fees. Government recording fees, appraisal fees, if you're borrowing like on a mortgage, and credit report fees, mortgage, lender origination fees are tied to the mortgage. They're actually a fee you pay to the lender to get the loan. It's usually about 1% of the price or what you're borrowing. And then there's title service fees, including title insurance, which is really important. Attorney's fees that you would pay to have an attorney do the title search for you and things like that. Underwriting fees. And then there's a few others, aren't there, Sheridan?
There are, but keep in mind, not all of those apply if you're paying cash. A lot of those apply if you're getting a mortgage.
Right.
So, again, how much do you need to budget for closing costs? It is very important to know this answer for your own situation. According to the Federal National Mortgage Association, closing costs are typically between 2% to 5% of the home purchase price.
So here's an example. Let's say you find a home you want to purchase for the median price range in Asheville of about $375,000. Based on the 2% to 5% estimate that we're talking about for closing fees, they would be between about $7,500 and $18,750. That's a big spread, and that variable a lot of times has to do with mortgaging.
Again, keep in mind that if you're in a market where your price point is higher or lower, these closing costs will definitely vary. So how can you be prepared?
Well, let me tell you. As you start your home buying process, here's the key, is to take the time to get a sense of all the costs involved. And how do you do that? Well, that's what Sheridan and I are for. We're here to help you understand exactly how much you need to budget for closing costs in the Asheville area. We can help you connect to people like lenders, attorneys, and other professionals you may need to complete your purchase. And a lot of that information we keep on hand from one transaction to another, so we have a pretty good ballpark on costs for you.
So here's the bottom line. It's important to plan for these fees and payments that you will be responsible for at closing. So let's connect so John and I can help you feel confident throughout this buying process.
So we know Asheville, and we would love to get to know you too. So reach out to us at weknowasheville.com.
Also check out our YouTube page at We Know Asheville. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you hear the little bell when we post new content. And if there's something that we can help you with that you want to learn more about in the Asheville area, comment in the post below. So thank you and have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.